Now, let us begin with the part 2 of today's today's session, that is creation of matrices. The learning objectives of part 2 are how to convert a data frame into a matrix, how to create a matrix from a single vector, and how to perform basic operations like matrix addition, multiplication, subtraction over a matrix. Note here that we'll be using the same captaincy data frame to perform various matrix related operation as well. So now, a matrix is a two-dimensional data structure in ARM programming. Few of you must be thinking that what is the substantial difference between a data frame and a matrix? So a data frame is basically a data structure wherein we can have multiple data types into one data structure. Like in captaincy data frame, we had names, percentage, as well as numeric values. But a matrix will always have any one data structure, mostly numeric data types as an data inside it. So this is the main difference between a data frame and a matrix. Also, data frames are frequently created into matrix so that we will be able to perform various operations like addition, subtraction on a matrix, which is not possible with a plain data frame. That is why creation of matrix is very important concept in R. Now a matrix can be created in R using a matrix function. The code is given over here. The syntax goes like a matrix function. As a first argument, we want to provide a row of how many data we will be using. The second argument takes number of rows that will be created into a matrix, and the third argument will take number of columns that will be created into matrix. Even if we don't give the number of columns, based on the total number of data and number of rows, it will directly calculate number of columns to be created and it will create a column. Now, this code creates a matrix in 3 by 3 format where the values ranges from 1 to 9. So this is the range of a value which are used to populate a matrix. So you can see the output is like this, from 1, 2, 3 up to 9. The important thing to note here is that a matrix gets populated by default in a column wise manner rather than a row wise manner. And that is why we can see the values inside a matrix are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So matrix is always by default gets populated in a column wise manner. Definitely we can change this, and if we want we can make a matrix take values in row wise manner. That we will see later how to do. So if we go to RStudio and perform this, a matrix function with range, number of row and number of column. And if we run this, we'll get a matrix created with 3 rows and 3 columns and values ranging from 1 to 9 filled in the column wise manner. Moving forward, now we'll see how to convert a data frame into a matrix. Previously we saw just the creation of a single matrix, but now we'll see how to convert a data frame into a matrix. As we have already discussed, this is important so as to be able to perform various matrix operations over that data, which cannot be directly done on a data frame. So we are using here ax.matrix functions to convert a data frame into a matrix. Now this function is more generic form of a plain matrix function and can be used alternatively with the matrix function. So you can either use matrix function or as.matrix function to convert a data frame into a matrix. Now consider this example where we want to convert the first 3 rows of columns played, won and lost of the captaincy data frame into a matrix. If we give a thought to it, all the 3 columns played, won and lost have only numerical data, and that's why it can be converted into a matrix, as matrix can only have single data type values into it. Now to convert those 3 columns into a matrix, we first have to create a subset using either a subset function or directly given like this. Again, we are having one variable who will be storing the subset, and you can create a subset like this, name of the data frame, and in square brackets we are providing for rows we are creating from 1 to 3, and in column we are giving a vector with 3 columns in it. So same could have been done using a subset function, but subset function is more appropriate to be used when we want to have some condition into it. As we saw it in the last part, we had a condition that we want all those players with victory percentage more than 30. But here we don't have any condition to be specified. So rather than using a subset function, we can use this type of coding to generate a subset. So here in row, we are providing a range from 1 to 3. This means that there will be 3 rows that will be created, and it will have 3 columns played, won and lost. These 3 columns are provided as a vector. Now once this subset is been created with the name subdata, we can convert it into a matrix using as.matrix or simple matrix function as well. So this is done with a name to the matrix, that is matrix A, and as.matrix function, and as an argument to the function we are providing a subset which we have just extracted, that is a subdata, and the output will look like this. So let's perform the function on RStudio. So as we have a captaincy data frame over here, we will first create a subset of that captaincy data frame named as subdata, subdata, so these are the columns that we want to have in the subset. If we run this row, we can see here our subset subdata is been created with 3 observations, that are 3 rows and 3 columns. The columns will be played, won and lost. So now as we have our subdata, we can convert that into a matrix. So the matrix name and as.matrix function, and as an input to that matrix function we can provide the name of a data frame that we have just created. So if we run this, we can see that our matrix has been created, and if we want to look at that matrix, We can print it using a print function, matrix E. So as we can see here, now this is our matrix. This is no longer a data frame but a matrix, and now we will be able to perform all type of matrix operation over this matrix. Note here that all the values inside this matrix are of integer type, which is a main characteristic of a matrix. Now converting a vector into a matrix. Now as we know, the major difference between a vector and a matrix is that vector is always a single dimension data and matrix has always have 2 dimensions. So it has an extra dimension than a vector. But we can create a single dimension vector into a multi-dimension vector matrix format with following coding. Now you can see here there is a vector named as values with 9 values in it. To convert this single dimension vector into a matrix, we can use again a matrix function. Now the name of the matrix will be matrix B, and we are using a matrix function, and as a argument to that matrix function we are providing the vector values. Then we are providing the rows information and columns information. And as we have just discussed at the start of this part 2, that by default every matrix get populated in the column wise manner. But if we want to change that and populate our matrix in row wise manner, then we can use an argument named as by row and keep its value as true. So by doing this, we can have our matrix get initiated with a row wise manner and not by a column wise manner. So now here, total number of values which we have in our vector is 9 and number of rows that we are creating is 3. So even if we don't give this number of columns, we are ought to create 3 columns, so that will be taken directly. So this is an optional part. If we print the matrix, we are supposed to get an identity matrix like this. An identity matrix is a matrix whose diagonal elements are 1 and all the rest elements are 0. So now let's do it in RStudio. We have a vector named as values, and to this vector we are providing values separated by comma. This is the vector which I have generated. Then we can convert this vector into a matrix. Let's call that matrix as matrix B and call a matrix function to convert the vector values in the matrix. We are keeping number of rows equal to 3, number of columns equal to 3, and as we want to have our matrix in a row wise manner, we can give by row equal to true. Okay, there is a slight mistake. It should be n row and not n rows, and now we can convert it into a matrix. Now we can see the matrix has been generated. Now we can print it. Matrix B, and it's supposed to have 3 by 3 values as an identical matrix. So this is how you can convert a single dimensional vector into a two-dimensional or a multi-dimensional matrix. Now let us see what all operations can be performed on a matrix. So the basic operation includes all the arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication. In multiplication we have two types, we'll look at them later. Let's have addition. So now, by now we have created two matrices, matrix A and matrix B, wherein matrix A is a subset of a captaincy data frame and matrix B is an identical matrix. So now addition of matrix can be done like this, the name of two matrices and between that and plus operation. So if we do it in RStudio, we have both the matrix ready, matrix A plus matrix B, and if we run this, this is what the result will look like. Now if we can see matrix A, it had diagonally 45, 21 and 14 values, and matrix B had diagonally 1, 1, 1. Rest values are 0, so after addition they will be unchanged. Like here we can see only the diagonal element of matrix A have been added by 1. Rest element have their values as same because those corresponding values from matrix B were 0. We can simply perform subtraction in the same manner just by replacing plus operation by a minus symbol. And if we run this, we can see here previously in matrix A, the value at 0th position, that is 0th row or first row first column, was 45 and we were adding 1 into it, so it was becoming 46. Now as we are subtracting, 45 is getting reduced to 44. This also makes it very clear that both these operations plus and minus are not in place, means they are not changing the original value inside matrix A and matrix B, but only performing operation and generating the result and displaying them. Had it changed the value inside matrix A, then we would have got here 45 instead of 44. So this is how addition and subtraction is performed over a matrix.